figure I'll go and do a quick video for those that are interested, because I know these are pretty unique. But this here is a portable VCR. It's a VHS machine. And the reason why it's unique is this was a laptop style VHS machine pretty much. And no, it's not a laptop. They just called it a laptop because the styling pretty much. And this would either sit on your lap or on a table. And you can use this literally as a portable VHS machine. It had two headphones out on the side, your speaker in the front. And then here's your LCD display there so you can watch and play back whatever you're editing or watching. But it's a pretty unique machine in design. I am going to do a more thorough obviously review and tear down of it later on. I got one in the box. Right now I'm just working on this one. I figure I'll go ahead and show you why I have it apart, how these were built pretty much. And this one had a few problems. The first problem was it wouldn't power on, and that was due to a couple bad transistors in this bad section right here. And what happened was, it was when the guide assemblies fell apart here, it fell onto the PCB board and shorted it out. And that's what took out those transistors, so I had to replace this. And this board does receive power, but upon powering on earlier when I had it on my bench, I found it had other issues with the transport and stuff like that, so I went ahead and put it aside for the time being. But I went ahead and tore this whole thing apart just like literally about a couple hours ago and stuff like that. And I had to replace this gear, and then I had to retime the whole entire mechanism because when it jammed, it pretty much went out of timing and so forth. So I went ahead and retimed it. Thankfully nothing was broken or anything like that, but it is a pain in the neck to time one of these. And the mode gear is right back here too, so you, even if you want to clean the contacts on the mode gear, you actually have to take this whole entire transport apart pretty much to get to it, and it's not fun. But one of the original problems too was this here fell out, so I went in and pressed that back in, and it's fine. It's pretty solid, so it's not gonna come back out. But figure I'll go and give you an inside view before I put it all the way back together. I'm hoping now this transport will actually work. I'm not even sure if it's going to work or not. We'll see. But I figure I'll go and give you a view before I put it back together. And you can see right there pretty much everything for those that are curious about this type of stuff. And I will get it all the way back together. And then here's the main circuit board, and you can see the sections there. And then there you go, for your system control, for your linear audio and so forth. I do got a service manual for this too, because I had to get one to retime this. Here you go, focus. I'm just going in and showing you a detailed view of everything, pretty much for those that want to see what one of these look like inside. Pretty much what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get this all back together and hope for the best and hope that she'll actually work now. So went ahead and somewhat assembled the transport back onto the PCB board. And there's actually screws holding the PCB board to the chassis. One note though, for those that are trying to figure out how to get it out of this chassis right here, you have to remove the screws that's holding the PCB board down, as well as the 3 screws holding the transport down. And there's one right back there too where the ground screw is. And then pretty much you lift this out as a whole assembly, of course disconnecting all your cables and everything. But I'm going to go ahead and put that back into that chassis there, and hopefully it will work. Here's where the VCR mechanism put back into the chassis looks like after I got everything done, and this is for reference for those that took theirs apart and don't remember where the cables go. Yeah, I do a little bit of a close-up so you can see how everything goes back together. And that's pretty much how the cables go back together. And then this gives you an overview of how it looks inside pretty much. So went ahead and reassembled this laptop VHS VCR, and it is functional for the most part. There is one other problem. I'll do a separate video on that, and that is that this front speaker is not working. It's not the speaker, and it is plugged in correctly. And the audio section does work because it does. I do get audio out on the headphone jacks. I'm just not getting no audio on that speaker, and it could be many things wrong with it. It could be the audio return line. It could be amp went bad, a capacitor in that section went bad, I'll have to do further testing and trace it out and see what's going on. But for now, the machine is fully functional pretty much. And let me go ahead and eject it. And major issues at least is fixed. So I'm going to go and slide this tape in. It is timed now correctly and it does work. Fast forward works too. And then we'll go and hit play. Okay. Just the problem with the front speaker not working, but it does work through the headphone jacks. So, worst case scenario, I can leave it like that if I want, or I could just go in and fix it. I'll probably fix it because it'll make for an interesting video. But overall, it does fully function. The nice thing about it is when you do fast forward, and actually it does unload the tape and it does forward and rewind, so it won't wear down the heads. Okay, and then we'll stop it. And we'll go the other direction now. And that's the tape itself. Then loads the tape back on the drum. So it is working good. And I'm glad because I wasn't sure this was going to be able to fix, seeing how it jammed itself. And that was due to a piece off the mechanism itself actually broke in there and it got jammed and it caused all kinds of issues. But thankfully it didn't crunch up no gears and I was able to get it fully working. So I'm going to go ahead and do a door video on one of these because I got actually one brand new in the box. I do want to unbox it, so I'll do a video unboxing and show you what comes with this and everything. But for now, this concludes this video.